Welcome back to Autism Live and to our Festival of Toys. We're playing, and I love to play. We've got Jim Garber with us, and he's from Discovery Toys, and they won so many of the awards in our toy guide this year. Kind of a crazy amount because we loved their toys. So this next one that I have up, we're moving into the older kids. We're now at preschool. That's not very old, but this is called Busy Bug. And oh my gosh, I gotta tell you, because we put all of these toys out and we had a bunch of kids come and play with them. And it was so interesting because at first this toy got a little overlooked, I gotta say. It comes with these wonderful cards. There's a whole stack of them, and it comes with all these colorful bugs. And it was one of those things that one child sat down and started to play with this. And when the other kids saw what he was doing with it, everybody wanted to play. Everyone wanted to play. And we had kids that were babies up through adult individuals that were in the room, and everyone wanted to play. And the thing about it is that everybody could play because there were different things that they could do. So on each card it tells you different things. So the first thing says, can you find one bug from each color? So that's pretty easy to do. It's matching the color. And so we were able to tell the babies, you know, can you find one that's this color? And they would pick a bug from the pile. Then it also gives it to us in French, and it gives it to us in Spanish. How much do we love that if you're teaching different languages to your kiddos? And then on the back of the card, it has another lesson. This one says, can you find 2 orange bugs, 2 purple bugs, and 2 yellow bugs, and match the boxes. But what we discovered is as you go through the cards, they get progressively harder with skills that are, you know, from older kids. So we loved this. We loved playing with the bugs. We loved distinguishing between what's a spider and what's a fly and what's a dragonfly. And there's caterpillars. I'm just pulling up some of the different ones here. We had such a good time, and they're all, oh, here's a beetle. We had such a good time with this. So I'm in love with this toy, and so many of the parents were like, where do I get that toy? I can't believe, like, it's to a parent or a teacher, it's clearly educational. But you watch the kids play with it and see what a great time they were having with it, and they weren't thinking of it as educational at all. So absolutely love it, and that's why it won our parent award, because the parents all went nuts for it. So Jim, another one that you hit out of the park. What do you want to say about the...
Thank you. Yeah, we all know that math is a subject for young children to grasp, and with Busy Bugs, it gives parents a great tool to use the visual and tactile means of literacy math concepts. Now, my short story, my daughter, when she was in first grade, struggled with multiplication, and she didn't know how to do times 3. What I did is I brought up the bugs and said, okay, show me. What she did, she put 2 bugs on one line and 3 bugs underneath it, right? 5 bugs. That's how she sees the problem on a piece of paper. So then I started using the to teach her set theory. Right? So once she was able to visualize the bugs, the light bulb went off. It's a great product.
It is amazing. I mean, just to demonstrate for you, here they have the bugs not colored, just the black and white line drawings of them, and they say which insects are missing from the shape pattern. So they have to figure out the pattern. So there's even an element of prepping them for coding. I had one here that had, this one is like, what do the 2 colors go together? This one is an addition problem. You know, the kids were loving it, and the parents went gazanga over. So that's called Busy Bug, and just love it. Again, everything feels good too. And the colors are great. Your toys are well made. We just super love it. Speaking of things feeling great, so our next toy, and this was the therapist winner, tactile sand. The therapist thought this was just great because you could do so many things. The kids found it really reinforcing. And of course, we have to say tactile sand is non-toxic, comes in this lovely little tub, excuse me, and comes with different sand tools as well. But talk to us a little bit about the tactile sand, because I don't even know how to describe it's super cool and it clumps well, but then if you rub it, it goes back to being sand. It's like a mystery.
Yeah, so it feels like real sand. In fact, it's 98% real sand. So it gives you that feel of sand on the beach. But it does have a compound that allows the same parts to stay together, so you can actually mold with it, right? And you can use it for the same kind of things you can use dough to play with. Now, what's great about tactile sand, unlike some of the other synthetic sand products in the marketplace, is that this sand will stay together much better. So a child can actually form a castle or a house, or just different animals perhaps. The creation will actually stay together, unlike some other products.
It's super fun. The kids love playing with it. The therapists love working with it with the kids. And we loved all the hand stuff that they were doing with it. A lot of times our kiddos on the spectrum are behind with their fine motor skills. And we want to get to handwriting, and we want to get to all the other things that they're going to do with their handwriting. And this is a great way. It's very reinforcing. So that's the tactile sand, and it won the preschool therapist award. So absolutely love the tactile sand. Okay, next up on our list, I got to consult because there were so many of them. Well, let's talk about the pentagrams next.
Pentominoes.
The pentominoes. We have them listed wrong. I need to fix that on our guide. Let's talk about the pentominoes. Yes, because these are super duper cool, and I have one that's open. Now this is this one, the adult oldie but goodie, because there are elements of this that are going to be familiar to an adult, but it's rethought in a whole new way because it's like Tetris but 3D in person. Love these shapes, and again, some of them are green. This is a green one, but it's going to register as black. So let's talk a little bit about this one because, you know, I can't always see things. I'm a very visual person, but I'm not a 3D person. And a lot of our folks that are on the spectrum have a way of viewing the world that is fascinating to me. And they were just loving this toy and able to do things with this toy that I did not understand. They were able to make shapes with it. They were able to just ching, 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 ching and make shapes with it that I was like, huh? What? I am not great with these, but I'm telling you, great toy for an adult in your life because they can stack these and make different shapes and have them go together. I don't even understand it. I love that it comes with a booklet for people like me that are a little bit challenged to show you some suggestions of things that you can build with it. But put these in the hands, and it gets much more complicated. Put these in the hands of somebody who's on the spectrum who is this kind of a thinker, and it's super, and I love that it comes in this bag so that it's something that they can pop in their backpack and take with them. It's a great fidget toy or something to pull out when there's nothing else to do. And I love that it's not screen time. I love that it's something, it can be social, you can work on it 2 at a time. Really super cute. And so that one, our oldie but goodie in the adult category. I love it. What do you want to add?
Yeah, thank you. You're right. It's great fun for all ages. And the guide includes three-dimensional shapes you can make as well, which is 2D. And the solutions for all the shapes are actually back, color-coded. So it's an easy guide to find a solution to each of the puzzles. There's over 16 here. But to your point, there's really thousands of different combinations you can make with these.
Really, really clever. And then, of course, to go along with that was the Mosaic Mysteries, which, because that is more flat, I had a great time playing with this. This was more my speed because it comes with this tray, and I'll show you guys. I'll open it up and show you. Comes with a tray and all of these shapes, and then you get to make different designs within the tray. So the tray here and all the shapes, and of course I shook the box. We had a shape, but I shook it. And you can decide what pattern you want to make, or there's a wonderful guide that shows you how. Oh, look what you made. Aren't you clever? So there's 1,018 different things that you can do, and we were having a ball figuring out, okay, because I tend to think very literally and go, okay, here is the shape, and not all the shapes that you can make out of putting this shape together. Very fascinating. We found it very meditative, and that everybody was saying, oh, I just feel like this calms me down. It was super duper fun. People were working on it by themselves. Other people were playing it in groups of 2 or 3. And some people wanted to create their own pattern, and other people were happy just to play and discover for themselves. Really super, again, not screen time, but easy. It's a very small footprint. This is a great thing that you could take on a trip if you're going someplace and need to keep somebody calm. And I want to say that won our sensory award in the adult category, but you can play this with kiddos that are much younger, but especially our adults who were in the room were saying that it really helped them to mellow out and be able to focus and not be bothered by other things that were going on. So super duper loved it. It's the Mosaic Mysteries. Anything you want to add, Jim?
Yeah, and the guide is progressive, right? So start with younger ages and move through it, becomes more complicated. But we also did black and white drawings in the guide, so you can actually choose what particular colors you want to use for different shades. And we did, for the challenge, put partial designs in the guide. So then you are challenged to finish the puzzle.
Super love it. And then last but not least is our Adult Therapist Award. And this is called Tricky Fingers. And super easy to take along with you. It's this grid that has holes in the bottom, and it's got these wonderful balls that you can solve puzzles. And it really requires concentration to be able to move the balls by pushing them with your finger. Now, I don't know in terms of all the millions of ways that you can use this, but what we found was that this was very meditative. That we had adults who were playing this and getting so focused and being so calmed by this, and we were just amazed at the result from this. So again, this won our Adult the Therapist Award. Because the therapists were loving this for our adults that sometimes have a different set of issues that they're dealing with. I think even teens were really liking this. I'm trying to just get them all in a row. But it also comes with instructions of different things that you can do and cards to match. Look at those. So that it's a puzzle that you can do on your own, or you can do it to solve the puzzle that's on the card that you draw. So I super loved this, Jim. How about you?
I do, and it comes with 2 boxes, by the way, so you can actually play with a friend and race each other.
Oh, I hadn't thought about that. See, and I'm like, forget Jim. I'm playing with it. You know, but it's that kind of a thing, and that's part of what a good toy does. Is it allows you to do something and relax and be transported to someplace else for a minute. So we super love that. Jim, I'm so impressed with Discovery Toys. I'm just realizing that we've gone way over time, so I appreciate you hanging with us. And other than our toy guide, and you can find the link to purchase all of these toys on our toy guide, where can they find these toys?
As I mentioned, come to discoverytoys.net. You can find our products there. And we also have a place on our website where you can enter your zip code. We'll help you find your local educational consultant who can give you a lot more about our products and hopefully give you the opportunity to touch and feel some of these products as well.
I just love your stuff. It's so great. So thank you so much for being with us. And all of these toys are going to be given away next Saturday at our Sensitive Santa event. So grateful for these toys that are going to be put in some really wonderful people's hands.
Thank you. Thanks for all you guys do, Shannon, and your organization, for supporting people from all walks of life, spectrum, and their families. So thank you.
Thank you so much. Say hi to everybody at Discovery Toys for us. Again, that one was called Tricky Fingers, in case I didn't say that. All right. Thank you, Jim. Bye-bye. At my desk, it looks like a toy store exploded in here. I'm having such a good time. And we've gone way, way over. We're going to be back next Wednesday with more toys. You're not going to want to miss it. There are only a few tickets left for the Sensitive Santa. If you're in the Los Angeles area, get them now. And don't be afraid to sign up. If the tickets are all gone for the event, don't be afraid to sign up for the waiting list. We make a huge effort to make sure that the people on the waiting list get in. Thus far, we've always been able to do it, and I don't see any reason why we're not going to be able to do it at this time. So sign up on the waiting list, and we will see you next Wednesday. Until then, give your kiddos a hug from me and one for you too. Bye-bye for now.